Hi, my name is Majda, and let's talk about something interesting today. If I get certain idea or if I'm brainstorming ideas and topics for YouTube videos or my blog, I would usually go online on YouTube specifically and see what are the kind of videos out there on the same topic. But as I'm searching for this topic of mediocrity, I stumbled upon a lot of videos that I have watched many of them before, except that the majority don't align with my current perception of things and about this typical topic. Mediocrity is the quality of being quite good or not very good. It's to be acceptable, ordinary, average, common. The majority of the videos that talk about it, and at least the one that I saw, they all have something in common. They all say that living a simple life and truly enjoying it is being stuck in mediocrity. Not in a good way. I don't think that's right. That's more of a stereotype of success. If a mediocre life for someone is an ultimate success for others, then you do you as you want. Not all people want to become Oprah or Steve Jobs or Elon Musk. If you are content with the things that you do out of love, with the minimum of anxiety and stress, then I believe you are successful. There is nothing wrong with wanting to be a simple, average, productive member of society. When I talked in my first video about to not conform to society and to the well-defined path, I don't denigrate the simple life. You should choose whatever you want. I'm still discovering all of this. My ideas are changing a lot, just as the world is changing a lot these days. I'm not going to lie, I strive to be the achiever in high school, part of my university years. I wanted to be at the top. I always thought I had something in me, even though I was insecure many times, but I still knew I was capable of achieving big things. I let go of that part where I was competitive, comparing myself nonstop, and I started thinking in a good way about achieving big things, but I wanted to do it for myself. Still, I was running toward this idea of achieving big that helped me actually to grow in so many ways, but still I was never content with myself or my little achievements, that I'm never doing enough. I was always feeling the pressure of running after big things without knowing why or how or what are those big things. The thing is, because I was consuming too much content of self-help and self-improvement, I felt I was supposed to. I kind of lost myself in the process. That self that is happy and content with the little achievements and little joys and details of life. And I'm trying now to slow down. Otherwise, this could be very damaging for mental health. The constant need to prove myself and to strive to do better than others and live up to society's expectations was killing me inside. It's really in lockdown where I felt a sense of contentment after I let go of that idea. We were on a pause mode, and it really obliged me to reflect on everything and really what meant something to me. I have always wanted a simple life, yet it's so hard to convince myself that I'm enough if I don't strive achieving my full potential. It's so hard still to strike for balance up until now, even if I'm completely immersed in that idea. Just to give you an example, my ultimate dream has always been to live in the countryside, to grow my own food, to live in a total self-sufficiency in terms of food and energy and all of that, and to work from home, to write. And if I ever want to go out there and travel the world, I would do it because I want to learn, to understand the others more, and to be more accepting, not just to brag about it and to keep checking things out of the list. I've always felt I needed to make a change, And for me, it was my duty. Every good citizen should be looking for this. But how can I help people and help my country if I'm not being myself, but I'm only pretending to be that image of excellence and greatness that I was running after, and that is not me, and that will not lead me to being sane and being in my elements. If I want to make a change, I need to do it at my own scale, at my own pace, and this little YouTube and blog thing is part of that. As much as I still don't like the attention that comes with it. With that being said, I don't mean that you should be content with a deadbeat life. In no way do I say to give up on your dreams. It's quite the opposite. It's all in the journey, it's all in the process, it's all in the day-by-day life. Life doesn't have to be complicated. You don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. and force yourself to achieve some type of goal, to feel good about yourself. I mean, whatever works for you, maybe we should start trying to find happiness from inside where we are now, before we torture ourselves day in, day out, looking for a false sense of achievement. The paradox and that happened with me this year is that once you come to terms with your own mediocrity, you'll be much more likely to improve. I do have goals and things I'd like to achieve. I want to achieve them at my own pace, not to be perceived as an achiever or exceptional, but because they are meaningful to me. The final destination won't direct me, do not direct me all my life. I do get off track sometimes and I get stressed out. The goals are here. They're here to push me, yes, in my lowest times, but in the process, I do love my mediocrity and I love my simplicity. I don't even have that clear destination where I want to reach. I don't have it in my mind. I don't want to have it, and I'm just experimenting with day-by-day life and trusting the process. And there's always room to grow, and the key is to never stop learning. Accepting that idea that all I want is a small, slow, simple life, a mediocre life, a beautiful, quiet, gentle life was actually amazing. It made lockdown so much positive for me. All of this and all these preferences may come from my lifelong introversion and the fact that I considered, and I still do consider, the world and the city life to be so loud for me. Nevertheless, I think there are more people who can relate to this more than we realize. More people would prefer a mediocre life than anything, and we all just put on show just to fit in. I consumed a lot of that self-help and self-improvement content and accept it as the truth. But before, the majority of content I was consuming lecture us to hustle, to strive, to ask for more, to be competitive, to be the best, to sacrifice sleep and family time for productivity and excellence and success, and to strive for excellence, to go big or to go home, to make a change in the world and to have a big impact on the world, and to make your life every single minute count. And because I was consuming that probably since I was 17, it just becomes your idea. It's not that this is bad, but you should seek what really serves you. And for me, all of this will leave me worn out. I will be drained of energy and of joy. I don't have to make my career impactful by thinking I should be out there building schools in my community and in Africa, or to publish the story at a young age that I've always wanted to write, or to have this trip around the world before the end of my 20s, or all of these things that they are cool and amazing experiences, but I won't do them at the expense of my well-being or who I am. I just want to be able to still have my little joys of life, to have those long walks around the city with my mom and feel this immense joy, have dinner, sushi dinner with my little group of friends, having our deep, vulnerable conversation, and then complain about being broke after paying the check, or to still till this day jump to One Direction, all One Direction songs in the car with my dad, and him just making up words and lyrics but still being a big fan of One Direction. The frantic pace of our society has never been and will never be something I can follow. I need my solitude, I need my me time to get lost in my book with my cup of tea in my little introvert corner. That brings so much joy to me. We need to have a different perception of mediocrity and mediocre life, more than just thinking that a quiet life and a simple one and a mediocre life is for a failed person, something that only a failed person without any options or dreams or ambition would seek in life. There are so many joys in ordinary life. The problem is that most people don't truly appreciate these little joys until they are either taken away from them or are threatened. So maybe we should stop focusing on wanting more, on focusing on so much that what we don't have, and appreciate what we do have right now, because nothing lasts forever. It's okay to be okay. Teach our kids it's okay to be a good enough student, to get to a good enough school, and to be a good enough employee. I'm not going to burn myself just to achieve someone else's idea of greatness. Life is good where I'm at. It's not the best at all, and I still have a lot of things to enjoy and to do in the process. And it's going to be even better as it gets even more mediocre and more simple and quieter than it is right now. So yeah, that was today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do have a second channel in the Moroccan dialect. If you're curious enough, see there. I will try my best to put English or French subtitles for you to follow with me if you're interested to understand also. I will do similar topics. It's gonna be more directed to Moroccans, but still, I will talk about stuff like this. Don't forget to subscribe and to tell me in the comments below, what do you think about this? Do you think you need to be exceptional to be successful? Or do you think that definitely mediocrity is something bad and we should not be stuck in it or to avoid it? Tell me what you think, and I wish you all the best of luck. And I'll see you in the comments below to keep on this discussion. Bye!